Hello everybody, it's Angry Shoes and welcome to another episode of Tips and Tricks of Minecraft. Let's get started. In this episode, we're going to learn how to set up our own servers. Before we get started, we're going to need a couple things. The first thing we need is going to be the Minecraft server.jar file. That we can find in the minecraft.net website. We're going to go to Play Minecraft Beta and click the download button. Here we can go all the way to the bottom and we can find the Minecraft_server.jar. We're going to download that. While that downloads, I'm going to create a nice little folder on my desktop. Yes, save. Folder on my desktop to keep everything in. And I'm just going to name it server. Once that's done downloading, we'll stick it right in that server folder and we'll be ready to go. Okay, now that that's ready, we can grab it, stick it in our server folder, and we're going to leave this window open. To start up the server, we're going to need to open up Terminal. Go to your Spotlight and just enter TER, and Terminal will pop right up. In here, the first command we're going to type in is CD space, and we can take our Minecraft or our server folder and just add it to the end. Or you can just type it in if you know the code. Hit enter. And then, this is why we kept this website open. We're going to take this very long bit of code there and we're going to copy that and paste it into Terminal. We're going to get a whole lot of things. And this will create a new world. You can see in our server that it's now filled with our Minecraft server.jar and a whole lot of other files that are being created right now. And then as soon as it's done, we can try it out. Try it out here in the corner. Alright, now that it's ready, let's give it a try. We're going to log in. In order to log into your own server, you can either use your own IP or you can use this IP address, 127.0.0.1. Connect. It's going to be a little iffy the first time you connect to your server, so we'll give it a little time here. Alright, now that the world is loading, you can see it's still trying to catch up. It'll eventually catch up, so don't worry about that. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And we can see we got our new world. We can look around, and if you happen to not like your new world, think it's a little boring, too much sand, too much ice, too much snow, whatever, we can actually create a new world folder. In order to do that, first thing we have to do is go back to our terminal. We're going to stop the server. In order to do that, all you have to do is type in stop. Hit enter, and everything has been stopped. We're ready to go here. And now we can go to this world folder. And if you just want a new world, you can just take this and delete it. Then over here, we're going to re-enter in this long code. You can either copy and paste again, or if you hit the up key, it'll automatically put in your last command. Hit enter. It'll do the same thing, create a whole new world, start loading it up, and we'll give that one a try as soon as it's ready. Alright, we got a whole new world, and this one's a little different. If you like this one, you can keep it. If you don't like it, feel free to redo that process. Ooh, floating block. And don't worry, all the chunks will load up eventually. Now, if you happen to be like me and actually have a single player world that you like to play, you can use that and load that up in a multiplayer server. In order to do that, we'll go back here, stop the server again. We'll take our world folder, throw it in the trash can. And here's my single player world. I just made a copy onto my desktop. In order to do this, all we have to do is rename the folder world. Stick it right in our server folder. Start it up again. Same thing, we copy and paste this. And let's give it a try. And here we go. This is my single player world, which is now on a server. So if I want to share my world with my friends, I can set it up like this, have them play around in my world. Now there are a lot of things we can do from our server folder. As you can tell, we now have a lot of different files in our server folder, and we can edit some of those. In order to do that, we're going to need text edit. But before we get started, make sure you stop your server. So just go to your terminal and enter stop. Open up text edit, and now we can start messing with some of these files. Probably the most important one we have is the server's property. In order to open it, just take it and drag it towards text edit, and you will see this. From here, we can change some of the different things in the server. We can change the level name, allow nether, view distance, spawn monsters, true if you want them to, false if you don't. Online mode, just leave that one alone. Spawn animals, again, true if you want animals, false if you don't. Max number of players, if you're going to make this a public server, you might want to put the max players a little higher. If you are just going to play with a couple friends, I would suggest just keeping it at 1 or 2. PvP, again, true if you want PvP on, false if you want PvP off. Server port, that will already be filled in for you. Allow flight and whitelist. Server IP you can leave blank, and most of the time it works. If it's not working for you, you can always go to your preferences and find your IP address, or there will be another way to do it, and I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit. Now, it is possible for you to have an internal IP address and an external IP address. In order to find your external IP address, that's the one you're going to need to give to friends if they want to use your server. You need to take your internal IP address. That's the one that you will find under your network preferences. That would be this one here, the one that I blacked out with a box. It says IP address. And you're going to take it and you're going to put it into your web browser. So all you have to do, I'll just type it in, and here you will find a whole lot of information about your modem. Now for me, I have to go to this statistics box, and then down a little bit, I find my IP internet address. Now this will not be the same for every person. You might need to tinker around your modem to see what your IP address is, and if you have a wireless router or any other kind of router installed, that will also make things a little bit more difficult. Unfortunately, I will not be able to help you with those, so you're kind of on your own. Along with the server's properties files, there are a couple other files you can edit. Banned IPs and banned players will let you list any players and IP addresses that you don't want using your server. Ops will allow you to name anyone an op for your server. In order to do that, all you have to do is open it, double click it, or open it using text edit. Type in the name of the person you want to be an op. I'll type in my own screen name. And then we'll save. We'll start up the server again. And this time when I log into Minecraft, I should be a mod. Not a mod, I'm sorry, an op. And we'll be able to use some of the multiplayer commands like spawning items and changing the time of day. Alright, now that the world is loaded up, let's try some of the commands. If you need some help remembering them, all you have to do is type in /help. And that'll give you a list of the commands. As an op, you can ban players, pardon players using their IP. You can opt other players or de-opt them if they're being a hassle. You can teleport. You can give players items, that's to spawn items, private messages, and so on and so on and so on. I will let you play around with that at your own time. Another thing you can do from your server folder is set up a whitelist. In order to do that, we're going to stop our server, open up the server properties file again using text edit. We're going to change the whitelist from false to true. And now, we'll save that. When I log in, it should stop me from doing so because I'm not on the whitelist. Let's give it a try. And there we go. You are not whitelisted on the server. In order to add yourself to the whitelist, stop the server. We're going to open this whitelist.txt. Write in the screen name, Obring, save it, and this time when I connect, always remember to turn the server back on. This time when I connect, it should let me right in. And there I am. So that's it for today. I hope this video is helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. Don't forget, rate and subscribe. Have a fun Minecraft.